Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember.
Halo guys, welcome back.
But where are those who share the memory?
Kita akan bermain Genshin Impact. Kita akan mulai menyelesaikan event terbaru ini ya. Ini namanya Latern Rite. Kalau nggak salah ini di event kali ini kita dapat menyelesaikan storyline-nya Xiao ya. Sekarang coba kita langsung saja ke tempatnya ya. Tempat untuk memulai event. Jadi untuk memulai eventnya kita harus menyelesaikan misinya terlebih dahulu untuk men-trigger semacam itu. Oke.
Is it just Paimon, or is there something weird about those hilly trails over there?
Mereka kesurupan. Sangat gelisah.
Paimon thinks so too. We've seen plenty of hilly trails before, and they're always the bad guys. But this is different. Uh-oh. This is right by the Wangshu Inn too. Oh, the guests are in great danger. Now that we've seen it, if we don't do anything about it, Paimon will feel really guilty. Let's go take care of them.
Okay, let's go. Yeah, guys.
Stabilize!
Animo test 6308. Swirl, Mark 2. These super evil hilly trolls are more difficult to Hey! Seems like people are gathering over there. Oh, wonder what they're doing. Whoa! See that guy in the mask? He scared off all the hilly trolls. Oh, you mean like Xiao?
Xiao?
Now that you mention it, this guy's mask is kind of similar to the one that he wears. But the magic he was using seemed even more adeptus-y than Xiao's. Shall we go say hi?
Sini adeptusnya yang bagian dari yaksa itu demon slayer. Pokoknya gitulah. Itu tinggal Xiao dan satu lagi Pronasius. Harusnya ada 5, tapi 3-nya udah mati karena gelut sendiri, berantem sendiri, jadi mati 3. Yang satu masih hidup, Pronasius. Dan ini tidak tahu ini orang yang mengaku-ngaku apa gimana. Ayo lu, tempat tinggal di mana? Bagus banget. Bentar dong.
Hello, allow us to introduce ourselves.
Yep.
This is...
Please, if you're here to thank me, there's no need. Cleansing the world of evil is the duty of the Adepti. Think nothing of it.
Is that
I
so?
certainly don't. Wait, who are you? One had assumed you were followers, but on closer inspection it seems that we have not met.
My name's Paimon, and this is my sidekick.
One sees. One too shall introduce oneself, for it is good manners to comply.
Balik dong.
The one before you is the Adeptus, Master of Stars. The one is better known to one's followers as Star Snatcher. One descended from one's mountain abode to cleanse the world of evil, whereupon fate saw fit that our paths should cross. Now, tell me that which you wish for.
Our wishes? Paimon thought that the Adepti and Leela were just really good in battle. You mean you can grant people's wishes too?
There are different levels of Adepti. Are not the stars loftier than the mountains, clouds, and moon? Yet, it is unbecoming of an Adepti to boast of one's powers. one would have you first speak to one's followers, and only then make your verdict.
Ngapain, apa? Pria beriman. Nah, itu kan harus keluar. Kalian ngapain di sini? Hei, kalian ngapain? Kita tidak pernah berguna, kita harus keluar. Keluar apanya? Wait. Pria beriman.
Have you seen the Master of Stars in action? His power truly hails from the divine.
Yep.
I believe that now, there is finally some hope for my ailing father. Watching him use his magic is all the proof you need. A true adeptus, no doubt about it.
Really?
Not long ago, I sought some medicine from him on behalf of my ailing father. The difference with Boo Boo Pharmacy's prescriptions was like night and day, I tell you. Once it was boiled and ready, it gave off this really ethereal mist. Seemed pretty adeptal to me. Could have also been because there was mistflower in it, though. Adepti medicine is surely the most potent. My father will recover soon, I just know it. Sure, you have to make some sacrifices if you seek help from an adeptus like the Master of Stars. I had to give a few antiques as offerings. But my father's life is worth much more than a few old relics, right?
Wah, sekte sesat kan. Bau sekte sesat nih. Ini kalian ngapain? Apa? Berita beriman, pedagang beriman.
Finally, a life full of hope and purpose. Oh, are you believers too?
No.
After my fiancé had been left, I cried every day.
Really?
But then I turned to the Master of Stars for help. At his suggestion, I started burning paintings of my fiancé and casting the ashes into the ocean at sunrise. I can't explain it, but it really worked. I know in my heart that he'll return. This is not some sort of positive thinking trick. I'm certain of it. I'm so overjoyed that I gave a portion of my wedding budget to the Master of Stars as an offering. After all, if not for him, I wouldn't be getting my fiancé back, in which case I wouldn't need it anyway.
The Millilith don't really need to do shifts when the Master of Stars is around, do they? I'm a merchant, and I had an especially valuable batch of goods that, reason being, monsters run a mile as soon as he so much as holds up his talisman. It didn't come cheap, of course, but then soliciting the services of a god is a monumental affair. Just look at the Rite of Descension. So I can accept it, but I doubt that most from outside of Liyue would be willing to.
Udah. Jadi, kamu sebenarnya siapa?
What do you think? One's adherents may exaggerate a little, but they speak from the heart. Surely you jest. There was once a senior adeptus, Xie Wuliang, known to the people as Liangzi. He said this: all things are connected. That which mortals call imagination is merely the bridge betwixt the spiritual and the material. In other words, their wishes are already on the path of transitioning into reality. Does this make things clearer?
Nope. It makes them way more complicated. But basically what you're saying is that their wishes can come true, right?
Indeed. You are perceptive, my diminutive friend.
Okay. So we also have one other question.
Oh? You need but ask.
Kenapa kamu pakai topeng? Bisa kamu lepas topengnya?
Hey, isn't that a bit inappropriate?
Why not?
Indeed. It would be inappropriate for one to remove one's mask. One wanders among mortals, doing good and cleansing evil. One reveals not one's visage to avoid further disturbance to this realm than is necessary.
Ah, got it.
Now then, what are your wishes?
Angin kayak mendadak. Oke.
Now, hold on second.
Kamu
What
sadar?
about your brother?
This is a common mortal sentiment. That you hail not from Liu is manifest in your appearance, but one senses their materialistic influence upon you.
Ya.
So
Sorry,
be
sorry.
it. This wish is not beyond one's power to grant. But first, one must see some proof of your faith.
What's that supposed to mean?
The way of the Adepti cannot be grasped from words alone. One must seek the profound truths that lie beyond them. Should you fail to perceive one's hidden meaning, then regrettably, one may lend you no aid.
What do we do? Paimon doesn't understand him at all. Oh, that's right. Some of those believers mentioned that Paimon's not forking over anymore, and we don't have anything valuable enough on us. You don't even have a vision. Hey, why don't we make him a tasty snack? No one can resist the temptation of good food. Yep, a tasty snack is sure to work. Why don't we head over to Wanwen Bookhouse and see if they got any new recipes in?
Ah, dapat resep baru. Wow. Resep guys. Vigilan Yaksa. Vigilan Yaksa ini maksudnya dari Vigilan Yaksa. Di sini ceritanya kan ada 5 yaksa ya. Kalian bisa cari sendiri. Salah satunya ada Alatus itu Xiao, yang kedua Brownasius itu masih hilang, dan yang ketiga nggak tahu. 3 yaksa itu tidak tahu keberadaannya. Tidak. Sudah mati. Habisnya sih berantem. Kita dapat resep guys. Oh ya, kemarin ada updatean resep baru guys ya. Jadi ada 3 resep baru, yang dimana kalian bisa dapat resepnya di dekat sini. Tinggal beli aja. Saya kasih tunjuk dulu. Nih resep yang baru ini yang habis. Nah ini 1 delicious full moon egg, terus 2 delicious stone harbor delicacies, terus satunya lagi this is delicious vegetarian ala abalone. Jadi 1 resep itu kalian bisa dapatkan di Wangshuin, kalian bisa beli. Terus yang resep yang lainnya kalian bisa dapat dari sini, bisa dibungkus. Dan di sini ada ini resep stone harbor delicacies, yang ini tadi ya, tinggal dibeli udah deh dapat resep. Dan satunya lagi yang di seberangnya sini. Nah di sini resep full moon egg yang kayak tadi nih ya. Karena saya sudah sangat lengkap sekali ya tentang resepnya, sudah semua dan sudah menguasai semua resep yang ada di sini.
So, you'd like a copy of Yaksha's The Guardian Adepti?
Yes. Here, and keep the change.
Oh, aren't you generous? Thank you for your patronage.
Hey, isn't that, Star Snapper? What a coincidence running into him again.
Coincidence, kalian kayaknya berangkat bareng kalau kayak gitu ceritanya. Dari tempat yang sama dan nyampe di tujuan yang sama, artinya kalian tuh berangkatnya bareng. Dan sekarang kalian kaget melihatnya, kan aneh. Ya, sengaja apa ini yang disebut pakai takdir.
Did you hear the name of the book he just bought? Was it Yaksha's The Guardian Adepti? Well, anyway, it was definitely a book about the Adepti. Why would an adeptus want to buy a book about himself? Really? What's so fishy about him?
topengnya.
That's true.
That's
it really
true.
is.
Yes, of course.
Suspicious.
Suspicious.
Paimon thinks we should check out that book. Maybe we'll find out something about this guy that we can use.
Jadi kita bisa melihat orang mencurigakan itu dari topengnya, guys. Ini topengnya terlalu jelek.
So, are you buying or not?
Oke, kita beli minta. Lu tadi
Hey
katanya.
there! We'd like a copy of Yaksha's The Guardian Adepti. Do you have one in stock?
Huh. Since when did that old chestnut become a bestseller? You're a rare breed of youngster if this is what you like to read. But you should be able to find a copy somewhere on that shelf over there.
Cari kopiannya. Dari suruh muter muter lagi. Saya sadar dulu.
So, are you buying or not?
Nyari ini. Ini apa sih? Iki. Terus. Udah. Ya ampun.
This is the one! Let's see what it's all about, shall
In ancient times, Liyue was a land of misery, where the shadow of evil loomed large. As slain gods festered, their vengeful wrath cursed the world, manifesting in infernal forms. When demons stirred, miasmas, monsters, and mutations infested the land. Then Rex Lapis summoned the Yakshas to vanquish the demons. They swore an oath: restore order through slaughter, purge evil through battle. To this we dedicate our lives. Eons of bloodshed later, karmic debt weighed upon them, phantom wrath seeping into their broken souls. They went mad with fear, turned on each other, or succumbed to the darkness. Of the 5 foremost Yakshas, death came to 3, while the 4th vanished without a trace. In the millennia since, one conqueror of demons remains the sole surviving Yaksha in the mortal realm. And only on moonlit nights, in the glow from Guyon, and in the sound of the Dihua flute, is his memory preserved.
Belum dapat. Harus dapat. Meskipun saya free to play player. Hello.
This book is about the Yakshas, a group of adepti who defend Liyue.
Ini ada 5 yaksa guys ya. Yang 3 kan mati, dan yang satunya tadi kan seperti yang saya bilang tadi hilang karena macam. Yang donas yang warna ungu itu. Terus yang masih hidup cuma satu, yaitu adeptus atau Xiao.
Seems like a pretty niche topic. Was there anything that stood out to you? So, there used to be 5 main Yakshas, but supposedly only one of them is still alive today. Do you think that it could have anything to do with that Star Snatcher guy? No, surely not. He doesn't exactly give off the impression that he's been suffering for thousands of years. The book says that the wrathful spirits of the gods defeated during the Archon War can sometimes cause plagues, monsters, or mutations. All of which sound pretty horrendous. Hey, wait a second! Paimon wonders if... Do you think those super evil hilly churls we saw earlier were the mutations that the book's talking about?
Maybe.
The book says that the Yakshas, after fighting against the wrath of the gods for thousands of years, became bound by karma. Poisoned by the hateful thoughts of the gods, the Yakshas would often descend into indescribable fits of terror, rage, or agony. It's so tragic. After everything they went through in all their years of protecting Liyue, they got no reward and had to deal with so much suffering instead.
Tidak ada lagi yang perlu diperhatikan. Udah.
Yep,
Itu doang.
Paimon thinks we've already summed up all the key points. So back to the matter at hand. The things we need answers on are 1, where did those super evil-looking hilichurls come from? And 2, what does Star Snatcher have to do with the Yakshas, right? Now to head back to where this all started and commence our investigation. Let's part the fog of mystery that hangs over Dwayne Karst and let the truth shine through in its full glory.
Ternyata suara saya kecil ya. Ya ampun. Ya udahlah. Oke, kalau begitu kita sudah semua itu, kita tepis kabut misteri yang menggantung di Dwayne Karst dan biarkan kebenaran bersinar terang. Jadi kita mau mulai permainan TV lagi. Kamu terus sama teman ini. Oke.
To be honest, Paimon actually hopes he is a real adeptus. His exorcism technique seemed real enough at least. But if we get our hopes up, there's further for them to come down. So it makes sense to investigate thoroughly first, just to be sure.
Oke.
Alright, let's head back to Wangshu Inn.
Wangshu Inn. Benar guys ya. Suaranya kecikilan. Kekecilan. Kecikilan. Tes. Udah ya.
So,
Udah
are you
tambah
buying
nih.
or not?
Oke. Yap. Faith. Kemana kita? Oke. Langsung aja ya. Wangshu Inn, here I come. Oke. Geronimo. Bola meriam. Ada ini keluar kiri keluar. Ngomong saya nggak mau kesana dulu. Saya nggak mau kesana. Tor. Nggak mempan dong. Nggak mempan dong. Nggak salah.
Flee at my command, foul demon!
Dan
Flee!
nggak mempan.
Why won't you flee?
Ayo dong. Berunya.
Uh-oh, looks like Star Snatcher's in trouble. And there are innocent bystanders here too. We have to step in.
Let's light it up!
Bakar.
Animal test 6308. Absorption test. Ta.
Lagi. Ayo.
I don't get it. Why didn't the Sigil of Permission do anything? Has the evil aura of these hilichurls grown in intensity?
Ekspresi
Sigil of
Anda.
permission, huh? Now why does that sound familiar?
Simbol itu ngomongnya kita masuk dan keluar dari Dwayne Karst sesekali.
Right! It's a keepsake of the Adepti, so it must still contain traces of their power. No wonder he was able to scare those monsters away earlier.
What are you two babbling on about? One is merely underslept, meaning that one's adeptal power is not in full flow. Were one but given another opportunity...
Well, as it happens, there goes another bunch of evil hilichurls over there. Should we leave them to you then?
One suddenly feels ill at ease. Surely one has overexpended one's adeptal powers. Otherwise, one would surely purge these infernal beings at once.
So you were just bragging after all. We were right to be suspicious. Come on, Traveler. Looks like it's up to us. Use your elemental sight and hunt them down.
Kok ada lagi? Invisible.
Oh, it's that conqueror of demons again. No wonder. Paimon was just wondering who could have made such short work of these hilichurls.
Let's talk to him.
It's you.
You.
I remember you.
Aku pingin dapat ni Xiao.
I was purging some living beings that had been tainted by the demonic. It would appear that I have caused you some trouble.
Huh? He isn't usually this polite. What's going on? But you are exorcising demons. How is that causing trouble?
That is because the changes that occurred in these monsters stem from me. Or more precisely, from the karma I have accumulated.
Mutations?
Karma.
Karma? Oh, does that mean...
Xiao Yaksha.
Yeah! Paimon remembers that Xiao is also called the Vigilant Yaksha, isn't he? So that means... Oh. Poor Xiao!
I see. You must mean that piece of literati fan fiction from a few hundred years ago. All things are impermanent, and to exist is to suffer. We Yakshas have no need of sympathy or tears. My comrades who have passed on would see your tears as a stain upon their legacy.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It matters not. In any case, I am on my way to purge a cavern of demonic influence, so we shall part ways here.
Wait! Take us with you! We'll be a big help! Paimon promises!
No need. I am used to fighting alone. And in any case, these mutations originated from me to begin with.
Well then... Oh! Consider it Paimon's penance for being accidentally rude just now! Please?
Well, come on then.
Gitu dong.
So, Xiao, you've been suffering from the bad karma all this time?
Suffering is my price to pay for eons of endless slaughter. I have come to accept this. But in recent years, other living things have suffered, when the burden should be mine alone to bear. I must reflect on this.
Udah selesai.
Finish your preparations, and we shall enter.
Oke. Solo dong. Pasti kita bisa pakai Xiao ya. Udah roll ke 50, belum dapat Xiao.
Oh, this place gives Paimon goosebumps.
Goosebump. Merinding.
I will use the ritual known as the Bane of All Evil to relieve this place of its karma. You must remain calm. Do not allow yourself to be affected by the lingering wrath of bygone gods.
Oke. Langsung saja kita. Matangnya. Apa ini? Keras banget. Kok murah? Oke. Efek lulus sebagai hasil penemuan di bukan karma karena Xiao akan menemukan secara permanen. Wow, 49. Saya kita defend karma menggunakan Xiao untuk karena berat defend lawan. Oh, life steal. Oke, terus so kita harus ke sana. Push. Gitu dong. Aku pengen dapet kayak gini nih. Pengen dapet kayak gini. mata. Nyampe.
Bane of all evil. That must be the power you got for being a vigilant yaksha, right? Paimon's just realized that you only wear your mask when you're fighting the bad guys. But that Star Snatcher guy wears his mask the rest of the time too.
Star Snatcher. I am aware of no adeptus by such a name.
So he is a fraud! Well, we'll continue this discussion later. You should focus on your battle for now.
Lompat, tinggi kan lompatannya. Ini kelebatannya karena udah pakai topeng, dia bisa lompat tinggi. Lompat tinggi, gua. Yang berubah. Tuh, kayak orang setan. Ada peti. Ada ya. Push. Bener-bener pure DPS kalau ini.
Worthless! Worthless! Here! Here!
Gebrak.
Worthless! Useless!
Lagi penasaran bisa damage-nya sampai 9.000. Oke, attack-nya, senjatanya primordial jet winged spear ini sampai 2000 loh. Perlu elemen apaan? Critical rate-nya 94, hampir critical terus menerus jadi orang ini. Wow. Jadi critical rate dapat dari sini ya. Nggak bisa dilihat dong. Belingan. Kita lihat range-nya. Ya udahlah ya, pokoknya gitu. Critical hampir siap.
Worthless! Boring! Useless! It is good that we came here. An unusual number of living things had fallen under infernal influence. Had we not arrived in good time, the consequences would have been unthinkable.
Yep.
Now, this Star Snatcher you speak of, what is the situation?
Ooh, Paimon will tell you.
An adeptus who grants wishes. To think that people could be so easily deceived by such blatant lies.
As an adeptus, do you have the power to grant wishes, Xiao?
The Liyue of yesteryear would never ask the adepti for boons unearned. Millennia ago, the ancestral people of Liyue asked for nothing more than the strength to defend the land they called their home.
To be honest, an adepti who grants people's wishes is probably more appealing to people nowadays.
However feeble people nowadays may be, they are not my concern. I concern myself only with following Rex Lapis's original decree.
Oops. Hyman spoke without thinking again. Oh, one more thing. That fake adeptus has a sigil of permission. It's what he uses to exorcise demons.
Wait. Truly? Fool. Exorcising demons without exterminating them. It is no wonder they have been congregating here. If this continues, things may spiral out of even my control. We must confiscate his sigil of permission.
Great minds think alike! Paimon agrees. We've got to show that trickster what you get for trying to fool us. And it just so happens that we've got a real adeptus with us too. If Xiao were to teach Star Snatcher a lesson, you can bet he'll never dare to pose as an adeptus ever again.
No. I only slay demons. I do not kill mortals.
Who said anything about killing him?
It would certainly benefit Liyue if we could convince him to cease his wicked ways. I possess an art called Dream Trawler. It is normally used to separate the soul from the body, that one might cultivate oneself in a waking dream. But it can also be used to call forth the spirits of others.
Whoa. Now that's a real adepti art for ya.
A ritual must be performed for this art to be used. Assist me in gathering a few items. A censer, 7 lamps, and something to reduce the temperature.
Reduce the temperature. Oh, some mist flowers will probably do, right?
Yeah.
But as for the censer and the 7 lamps... probably not the kinds of things they're gonna just stumble across in the wild.
Do you know of the 2 Yaksha statues that stand guard beside a merchant road on the southern face of Mount Tianheng? The ancestors of the people of Liyue built shrines there to honor the Yakshas. You should still be able to find some ceremonial items there. Once you have found them, meet me at the Yaksha statues after nightfall, and I will teach you how to use this art.
Oke, alam. Yeay, selesai dong. Udah deh, udah kan? Biasanya ada rahasia balik-balik tembok gitu kan. Soalnya ada pernah ada peti di balik tembok. Iya benar. Keluar dalam 900 selama dong. Yap. Udah ya, nggak ada ya. Nggak ada. Oke. Nyerah deh. Oke, kita lanjut cari dupa pembakaran. Sama apa itu lagi? Oh. Di Mount Tianheng. Mana? Patungnya di mana? Patungnya siapa di mana?
The spirit soars the mountains high, while the body rests as the world goes by.
Sorry to interrupt you, but...
Well, I'll be. Isn't that something? A pair walk into a shrine, neither to seek nor worship gods or adepti, but to pilfer the tools of worship for their own ends.
That's funny.
We know it's rude to ask, but we just need them for a short while. Honest.
For the Dream Trawler ritual, I trust.
How'd you know that?
I have been in the shrine for far longer than you would
Yang
expect.
mana? Yang
Perhaps as a reward for my faithfulness, I have been endowed with some understanding of the adepti arts.
Wow. Paimon's never heard of that happening before.
It matters not. Take what you need. It is a fortuitous thing that these items may be of service to you. They serve little purpose here, in any case. Nothing that you need.
Ya wis. Si aku penasaran. Katanya di sini kan ada patung yaksa. Mana patung yaksanya dong? Mana? Ini.
This sensor should be fine, right? At least it isn't as run down as the shrine. So next, we just need to grab the 7 star lamps, right? The sooner we start, the sooner we'll be done.
Oke. Terus lampu. Ini ya, lampu ini ya. Ini kan. What?
Paimon thinks we've got all the ones we can use now. But let's say bye to that guy before we leave, shall we?
Oh ini patungnya yang mana? Cuma satu doang.
Huh? Where'd he go? He was right here.
I had presumed that once you had acquired what you came for, you would forget about me and simply be on your way.
It's that guy's voice. Hello? Where are you?
My physical form ceased to exist over 1,000 years ago. What you witnessed earlier was an illusion, created by the adepti art known as mortal lingering.
Lingering.
Now that you have taken the 7-star lamps and sensor used in the mortal lingering ritual, my form is no longer visible to you. It is not untrue to say this. The line between adepti and ghosts is a fine one indeed. I was once a junior in the Order of the Yakshas, bestowed with the name Pervases by Rex Lapis himself. Yet my strength failed, and I was slain in battle. Today is the anniversary of my death. My last wish was to see a modern Liyue, and so I took the liberty of performing this ritual here. That aside, you were sent here by the Conqueror of Demons, were you not?
Yeah.
So, you two know each other then?
I sense his aura upon you. That and the heavy burden of his karma. Even after all these millennia, he still must endure such tremendous suffering. I am truly ashamed.
Don't say that, Pervases. You sacrificed your life for Liyue, didn't you?
Life is a precious thing, yes. But when I think of the burden that the Conqueror of Demons must bear, death seems to me to have been the easy way out. A selfish indulgence, even.
Pervases.
I apologize. Birthdays are joyful occasions, but by the same token, it is hard not to be melancholy on the anniversary of one's death.
The mortal lingering will not last much longer. Take care, you two. And please pass on my regards to the conqueror of demons. If only I could taste some authentic grilled tickerfish once more. By wave and storm I hunt for fish. By wind and snow I slay evil.
Udah.
Huh? Looks like he's gone then. Paimon really hopes that at least someone will remember Pervases the Yaksha. We should get going. But let's come back here and make an offering sometime.
Pervases. Oke, matur nuwun. Kita langsung ke oh ya, malam. Right. malam. Oke. Tektok. Oke. Dah. Semuanya ya.
Have you gathered the items for the ritual?
Of course.
This sensor and these lamps, their designs are flawless, almost as if they were made specifically for use in the adepti arts. Where did...
Oh, and, he says hi!
Pervases. Yes. This does have the hallmarks of something Pervases might do. As I thought, it seems that he could not leave Liyue behind, either. I hope that its present state will allow him to rest in peace. Well then, let us begin preparing for the ritual. Place the censer in the middle, and surround it with the 7-star lamps. Adorn the area with the items of abject cold. Once this is done, we shall proceed. Yes, this will do. Now, the next step is the key to performing Dream Trawler. There are 4 steps to performing this ritual. Offering incense, meditation, incantation, and loosing an arrow.
Seems like a real rigmarole.
Adepti arts are the product of millennia of study by adepti. Do not dismiss their mystical workings as rigmarole. Failure to take this seriously could cause the technique to devour one's own body, or cause the spirit to be sundered from one's flesh permanently.
Stop talking! I'm sorry!
When offering the incense, we place the incense into the censer with reverence for Rex Lapis in our hearts. Meditation is to empty ourselves of trivial thoughts, and to focus on the target of the art we are performing. Then we shall recite the incantation in a loud voice. Devayaksha, bring forth sin! Finally, we will loose an arrow towards each of the Yaksha statues to enlist their authority for our contract. If all goes well, Star Snatcher's soul will be brought forth shortly.
Okay.
If you have no other questions, let us begin.
So,
then we meditate. Paimon really bring forth sin!
kayaknya salah.
Yaksha statues are glowing at the waist. So we just fire one arrow each at the glowing parts, right? We finished the ritual! And we followed all the instructions to the letter.
Close enough. Leave the rest to me. You two get ready to greet him.
Memanggil roh.
Where is one? Huh? You two look familiar. What's with one's body? One feels light, weightless.
Karena kamu sudah mati.
Dead? Impossible. One was just lying in peaceful repose at Wangshu Inn. Wait, that must be it. Of course it must. As expected of an adeptus such as oneself. One must indeed be in a dream.
There's no helping this guy, is there?
Huh? What is the meaning of this? Do you truly think that one will permit such insolence in one's own dreams?
Alright, time to take him down a peg.
No. Gelut. Gelut, cur.
Oh, it's ripping.
Such impertinence. Where are one's followers when one needs them?
Gelut, cur. Aduh.
Hey, stop it! Stop it! Ow! What's happening? Is this really not a dream?
Cok. Oh, agak deh. Agak deh. Kalau masih gelap.
Order guide you.
Diantem meteor.
Please stop! I surrender! I surrender! Yes, I do. Oh, I thought I was gonna die. Oh, how did I ever have the misfortune to meet you two? Please, great Adepti, spare my life. I won't do this ever again, I swear it.
We did call your spirit here, but we're not Adepti. He, however, is.
You deceive the masses with quackery. Masquerade as an adeptus. Exorcise demons without exterminating them. And display a callous lack of regard for life. One day, you will reap that which you have sown. For those who invite the infernal into their lives, there is no redemption.
You're...
Seems like Xiao's got him scared stiff.
Oh, great Adeptus. Might I ask your name? It really is you. It's truly you. Never in my life did I imagine that I might meet the conqueror of demons, the vigilant Yaksha himself.
You know about Xiao?
Of course. My grandfather was a folklorist. I learned the tales of the conqueror of demons at his knee. To this day, I am an avid collector of books concerning the Yakshas. But ever since I discovered a sigil of permission while rummaging through my grandfather's personal effects, at first, I was just imitating the Adepti for fun. But slowly, I began to stray further and further from the righteous path.
So to sum you up, you're Xiao's biggest fan?
Yes. Thank you both for allowing me to witness the conqueror of demons in the flesh. It's like a dream come true.
That wasn't quite our intention.
Oh, great conqueror of demons, please allow me to swear this oath before you. I swear to turn away from evil, to live an honest life, and to never again stain the name of the Adepti.
I will remember your oath. Now go.
Thank you. 1,000 thanks for your forgiveness, and for all that you have done for Leah.
Udah.
He seemed very earnest when he was making that oath there. Guess he won't be tricking anyone anymore. Oh, wait. We haven't gotten the sigil of permission back yet. Let's head over to Wangshu Inn first thing tomorrow and look for him.
shoe-in lagi. Muter-muter mulu. Jadi gitu guys. Dapat Xiao, saya belum dapat Xiao. Woi.
Hey there, boss. Star Snatcher's staying here, right?
Star Snatcher. You mean the false adeptus who wore a mask? He signed in here under the name Wong Ping An. He's already checked out. He said he wished to go on a solo pilgrimage. Ah, yes. He also requested that I give this letter to a traveler who journeys together with a talking fairy, should they come asking for him.
Talking fairy? Who's that?
Well, anyway, you must be the traveler. Here's the letter.
How strange that he would leave a letter for us. Is this the final attempt to fool us, maybe? Come on, open it! Paimon's curious! Huh? Seems like he actually left us a few nice trinkets. Along with... Woohoo! The sigil of permission! Paimon hasn't met a bad guy like him in a long time.
Blah 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 blah. How about jadi ini isinya tentang permintaan maaf dan tidak akan mulia lagi, intinya gitulah pokoknya. Dan oke. Aku coba ini berangkat Xiao.
Yeah. Anyway, let's go take the sigil of permission to...
Oke, balik lagi. Ya. Pokoknya punya sendiri. Saya juga punya. Saya juga punya. Kita juga punya loh. Sama kan? Makan. Nah, ya, Pak kayak roh. Hey, shit, wait, what? Ya ampun. Apa nih seorang? Oke, baik. Pesan apa kon? Ya kita bakar update.
There you are!
Rex lapis sama update tusnya.
We got the sigil of permission back. Do you want to take it?
No.
You have my thanks.
May I take your order, sir?
1 grilled ticker fish.
Certainly. We'll prepare it for you immediately.
Huh. No almond tofu this time? Well, that's not like you.
Ticker fish was Pervasi's favorite dish. I just wanted to see how it tastes.
Huh.
By wave and storm I hunt for fish. By wind and snow I slay evil. Was there anything else? I am accustomed to eating alone.
And so, Detective Paimon and the trusty traveler solved the case and quietly slipped away.
Udah, oke. Jadi di sini cerita storyline. Oh, bagian pertama. Oh, masih bagian pertama ya? Oh, udah 1 jam nih. Jadi untuk bagian selanjutnya mungkin kalau ada ya. Oh, shit. Oke, lah lanjut. Oke, kita lanjut lagi guys. Asal usul bendera ikuti target. Lanjut.
Latern Rite is nearly here. Why don't we decorate the inn this year? Oh, don't you know? On the first full moon of the first month each year, Liyue celebrates the Latern Rite. It's a festival to commemorate the heroes from the past. After dark, the people release Xiao and Mingxiao lanterns into the night sky.
Xiao, siapa itu?
Oh, may the flames of wisdom spread to all and never be extinguished. This is the meaning of the lanterns. We believe they act as the beacons in the night, guiding...
Wow, it sounds like a grand festival. And where there's a grand festival, there's always special seasonal snacks.
Special snack.
You catch Paimon's drift?
Yeah.
You want to get involved in the Latern Rite? That's great! The festive period leading up to the day itself is all part of the celebrations. During this time, we pray to bring peace and ward off bad luck. Liyue locals call it bidding farewell to the old and welcoming the new. If you're looking to take part, it's not too late. Oh, also, if you're able to, could you try to convince Xiao to go with you? We're not close. I wouldn't know how to ask him myself. But it's...
Yeah, Paimon thinks it might be best to leave him alone for a few days.
I suppose you're right. Anyway, just thought I'd mention it.
Yep.
You should get yourselves down to the harbor. If you leave too late, the city will be crowded with people and you won't be able to make the most of it. Get going. Happy Latern Rite.
Oke. Nah, ini guys. Bagian satu. Oh, masih belum ya bagian satu. Ini festivalnya. Ini main eventnya. Yang tadi itu semacam kayak storyline about Xiao. Wih, sejak kapan didandanin kayak gini? Dari saya tidak kayak gini loh. Belum. Siapa yang masang? Ah, siapa yang masang? Aku loh. Loh, crafting bench. Kok dipasang di sini? Oh, apa ini? Oh, wow. Oh, apa itu? Apa itu?
Yes, this seems to be enough. And I still have the...
Rame dong. Lah, ayo punya kualik apa? Ika apa mana yang gini? Mana yang coba-coba gini Pak? Sudah terpanjang lagi. Bro, kok totolan mentek kok anjat totolan nih. Baca lah bla 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 buka. Ya wis. Ora dulu lah. Dan ya udah ya. Langsung aja. Kita mulai. Kita harus ke depan dulu, guys. Baru masuk lagi.
Young lady, if I may be so bold, how much for the thing?
Ditawar dong.
What a strange thing to say! But Paimon's curious? What number did you have in mind? Oh, forget it! Let's assume you meant Paimon is worth more than Mora can buy!
As a matter of fact, I'm having some financial trouble recently. I probably couldn't afford it.
Bolai.
I'm just a small-time merchant anyway. I don't deal in rare and exotic treasures.
You know, the more you talk, the more suspicious you sound.
The more you talk, the more suspicious you sound.
My, someone's in a grumpy mood, aren't they? Here, maybe some candy will make you feel better.
Sokok sama permen.
Ooh, suspiciously trustworthy!
So, I assume you two are in Liyue for the Latern Rite? This year's Mingxiao Lantern is supposed to be a sight well worth the wait. The plastrite that will lift the lantern into the air is the largest in 20 years. It's big enough to make you wonder if the fabled floating city in the clouds really does exist. I guess it must just be held up by a similarly sized chunk of plastrite.
Sounds awesome!
I hope our paths cross again. Welcome to Liyue. Well, I can't speak for the whole of Liyue Harbor, but you're always welcome in my store, at least.
So many stalls! Here?
Ngapain kamu menyeruduk? Ya barang apa lu? 13 jam lagi. Oke kalau gitu selamat tinggal. Sini ngapain? Cang-cang ngapain? Itu eventnya ya. Event seperti tower event.
I'm Ching Ching. I just donated Dolly. She's my rag doll. Last night in my dream, Dolly told me her wish was to fly up into the sky and see the view.
Okay.
So I gave her to the lady over by the big deer lantern. Dolly's wish will come true now.
Yeah.
Won't it? I did the right thing. Didn't I? Wishes are supposed to come true at the Latern Rite. Aren't they?
Ya. Udah. Bye-bye. Tiga luxurious chest. What is this? Gua gak bisa dibuka. Let me. Damping. Let me please. Itu bolehnya di sana tadi. Udah sampai situ.
This year's Xiao lantern is dedicated to Skybracer. He always was a show-off. Well, that's the plan. I do hope they make the antlers big enough. They were his pride and joy, after all. The story goes that the antlers were made from the very essence of Rex Lapis's divine power, which made it the hardest material in all of Liyue. But then that fateful battle happened. The gods exchanged powerful blows, and the mountain started collapsing. To avoid impacting the villagers at the foot of the mountain, the adeptus got his friend to chop his antlers off. He used those blood-drenched antlers as a wedge to prop up the mountain. And if that wasn't enough of a sacrifice, thanks to him, Mount Tianheng still stands tall and proud to this day. And the blood that he lost in the battle. Whether you were surely the reason the Latern Rite exists is because goodbye. May the flames of wisdom.
Ini loh, kamu gak bisa di. Dengan kekuatan Rex Last Switch, open system. Xiao, ini sampai kapan? Nanyain satu kota gitu maksudnya. Gila. Mana dia? Xiao. Wow, hijau dong.
Look! That stone is floating! Luckily it's tethered in place.
Yep, diikat.
If it wasn't held down, who knows where it would fly off to?
This is the plasterite to be used for the Xiao lantern. The whole of the Xiao market is centered around it.
Oh, hello! Who are you?
I'm Zhang.
Zhang.
Recently, I've been tracking progress on the construction of the Xiao lantern. You seem like newcomers. Is this your first Latern Rite?
Yes. How can you tell?
Well, I don't remember running into any weird and wonderful mascots at last year's festival. You'll see lots of people releasing little lanterns during the festival. Those ones are called Xiao lanterns. But there's also a huge one, a joint effort by all the people of Liyue Harbor. That one is called the Xiao lantern. Almost every business in Liyue has a booth at the annual Xiao market. But despite its popularity, this is the one time of the year they're not looking to make a profit. The street market exists solely to raise the funds and materials required for the Xiao lantern construction.
So, the Xiao market. Does it have stuff you can eat?
Plenty. And if I do say so myself, the Latern Rite is the best festival for sampling Liyue's local delicacies. It is Liyue's biggest annual festival, after all. Showing off your craft is a great way to drum up a reputation. So even if there's no mora to be made, everyone is secretly going all out to get their produce under the spotlight.
Folks in Liyue are so smart.
If you need any help, you can look for Wangya. She's overseeing the Latern Rite. She's usually somewhere around the Xiao market. She's your first port of call.
Oh, will she know which stall sells the tastiest stuff?
No doubt. When it comes to the Latern Rite, no one knows more than she does.
Got it! Let's go to the Xiao market and look for Wangya.
Wangya.
And then go to the stall with the tastiest food food and eat till we're stuffed.
Oke, uangnya, boy. Langsung aja gak usah basa-basi.
Hi, can I help you?
Yep.
From the look of you, you don't hail from
Benar, Xiao
Liyue.
Market.
Are you overseeing? Not exactly. The Lantern Rite Festival belongs to the whole of Liyue. It's not just one person. I'm just taking care of a few small things, doing my bit to make sure everyone who
We want to know where the tastiest food in the whole wide Xiao market is.
First thing first.
The tastiest? Hard to say. I guess that depends on your personal preference. If it gets any busier over there, I'm gonna have to bring the millilith to keep things orderly. Hey, you'd best get over there quick before the streets get too crowded with people. Oh, and if you are heading to Yin, it's a summary of the data from last year's Latern Rite, compiled by the Ministry of Civil Affairs. It has a few operational tips for our vendors. If you're heading in that direction, as thanks, I've got a gift for you. When you...
Oke. Jadi kacung lagi, guys.
We really don't have enough hands on deck. If I'd known, I would have
What's the best thing on the menu?
Ah, customers. Take a look and decide for yourself. I can do anything on the menu. Or if the...
Huh. Now that you mention it, you do have a lot of options for a food...
Naturally. If there's a dish I can't cook, I've yet to hear about it.
Tidak bisa aku masak.
Same every year. The old operational tips. How's this for a tip? Hand it over. I'll use it to feed them. Come on then, place your orders. Aren't you here to eat?
There are so many.
Many
This
apa?
one looks good, but Paimon wants to try that one too.
Many cuma 1, 2, 3, udah.
Huh? Grilled tiger fish? That's the one Pervasives love to eat. Seeing as the Lantern Rite is about commemorating the heroes of the past, let's order this one. This can be our way of honoring his memory.
Ah, your friend has a good eye for food. That's our specialty. Please wait. I'll have it ready for you in no time. Okay, here's your grilled tiger fish. What do you
Delicious. Of course. What kind of a guide would Paimon be otherwise?
Well, hope you enjoy your food. I gotta see to some other customers. If you get hungry again, you know where I am.
Oke, terus laporan uangnya. Lo tinggal jalan ke sana doang. Cuma berapa langkah tuh, lihat tuh, ngapain nyuruh-nyuruh, bangke.
So you're back. What do you think? Yin yet?
Enak.
Oh yeah? He said that last year too. If he'd listened to our marketing tips, anyway, not to worry. Here's the gift I was talking about.
Wow, such a beautiful lamp.
I'm afraid I wouldn't be. But if you're interested in Xiao lanterns, you can ask Jingming over there.
So he's responsible for this super...
That's right. He should be easy to find. Just over there.
If we could make a Xiao lantern for Xiao, maybe that... Let's find Jingming and see...
Oke. Hujan, guys. Dapat bendera. Ngapain kalian berdua? Ngapain kalian berdua?
Hello. Hello.
Jadi ini guys ya, ini penjaga Northland Bank dari SNES ya. Ini yang shift pagi, yang ini shift malam, dan mereka berdua ini tidak tahu kalau mereka itu saling kirim surat menyurat. Dan sekarang mereka dipertemukan oleh
Hello.
So enough for talking, let's go. I don't mean that. Ya Allah. Ini loh.
Building materials. Yes.
Teach you how to make Xiao lanterns. Oh, You don't? I'll be happy to teach you. There's no one way to make a Xiao. I should have some spare materials over here. At this rate, we should be able to meet the deadline.
Oke. Gini guys ya, jadi tadi tuh sebelum nyelesain misinya tadi, storyline, sempat grinding ya, ngumpulin bahan-bahan ini sebelumnya. Nah, jadi bahan-bahan ini didapatkan dari, kalau yang ini bisa kalian dapatkan dari mengambil kayak tanaman, jamur yang ada di tanah. Terus yang ini, yang weak material, yang ini Latern fiber, ini dari tanaman, yang big material ini dari mengalahin monster-monster, dan yang ini kalian dapat dari menghancurkan mineral-mineral, batu-batuan. Nah, seperti itu. Terus yang ini Latern Xiao, kita langsung buat yang banyak aja kayaknya ya. Oke, cave. Oke. Jadi seperti itu cara mendapatkannya, guys. Ini yang cari batu-batu, terus nanti otomatis dapat ini kalau pada event ini aja loh ya. Nah, ini kalian bunuhin monster, yang ini kalian ambilin jamur, apel, pokoknya yang mineral, bukan mineral, bahan-bahan makanan lah intinya. Oke.
That was so complicated.
It all comes folks like you who want to learn my...
Did you build that humongous Xiao lantern?
That one? I suppose it's fair to say the method is the same.
So it was a community?
Surely you've heard about it. The Xiao market is actually a fundraiser.
Whoa. So...
Such is the Latern Rite tradition. The Ministry of Civil Affairs might be...
Oh, so that's what that little girl meant when she said she don't... But since when do you build Xiao lantern?
Well, the Latern Rite is a major festival. If somebody wants to make a contribution, or in this case symbolic, we tend not to reject them. All well-meaning, especially considering how grand of an occasion the Latern Rite is for everyone. Alrighty then. Of course, if you want to make another Xiao lantern at any time, happy Latern Rite. Have fun.
Oke. Jadi sekarang dapat. Jadi sekarang lanternnya itu bisa kita pakai buat apa ya?
So, did you find...
Yeah.
Did! And he taught us...
Yeah.
Even though Paimon can't really...
No worries.
Okay.
I should go. Duty calls.
Oke. Udah? Bagian 1 selesai. Ini masih bagian 1, guys. Apa ini? Ya. Terbuka dalam 3 hari. Oke, kita akan kembali lagi dalam 3 hari. Yap, 3 hari. Latern Rite. Oke, ini misinya. Ternyata belum dibuka, belum buka. Apa kita lanjutkan aja ya? Ini misinya. New quest. Lewe Teater Mechanicus. Oke, di sini ada Lewe Teater Mechanicus, dan di sini ada hal-hal di kota. Kalau di sini kalau nggak salah ini kita akan bermain seperti tower defense. Memiliki 9. Apa ini? Terdapat dari mana ini? Pistalisme. Oke, sudah 1 jam 18 menit. Sepertinya kita harus akhiri sampai di sini dulu ya. Pokoknya eventnya ini katanya event terbesarnya untuk sekarang, event terbesar di Genshin Impact. Ini kalian bisa, ini foto event sebelumnya ya. Penukaran foto udah ditutup sih. Lagian udah selesai juga semua. Terus yang ini lah, ini Mechanicus Theater. Kita di sini main tower defense, guys.
Come, try your hand at Theater Mechanicus.
The skies went black.
Ya, seperti itulah.
Howling winds and waves as high as hell.
Apa itu? Seperti di kerumit. Pasti cuma Xiao dan Xiao. Jadi gini guys, Xiao yang kita buat tadi itu untuk bermain di sini ya. Step stage apa ini? Ya. Bisa co-op guys. Terus ya itulah pokoknya. Mystic art. Oh, di sini kita bisa memilih mystic art. Yep. Intinya gitulah pokoknya. Stick percobaan. Oh, di sini kita bisa dapat Significus Sigil, habis talisman. Oh, right. Latern Xiao tadi bisa kita buat sendiri ya. Jadi seperti alat tukarnya untuk bermain di permainan ini. Stick percobaan. Percobaan material apa ini? Upgrade. Oh, ini Significus tadi itu buat upgrade. Recovery MK1 Mark 1 bonus Vinicius point. Counter strike akan menyerang satu musuh ya yang counter strike. Oh, ini tembakan lurus ya. Blazing spark lingkup area. Oh, ini AOE. Dan ini area AOE juga. Oke, ini bisa dipahami ya. Dan karakter itu khusus tantangan. Oh wow, apa ini? Apa ini maksudnya? Ya wis lah pokoknya. Ini mapnya ya. Kita coba satu kali permainan aja kali ya. Berhubung kita tidak akan memukul-mukul musuhnya, jadi terserahlah pakai apa. Oke, sekarang mana ini? Oh, di sana. Oke. Bangun yang sisa udah mulai. Coba aja, masih awal, nggak apa-apa dong. Kasih es dulu, kasih es dulu, terus kasih. Di sana. Mana dong? Bisa di itu guys, tapi gak di make ya. Oh ya, elementalnya bisa masuk guys. Untuk itu.
Stand clear.
Oke, nggak boleh. Kalian. Itu lagi. Nggak boleh.
Absorption test.
Salah dong. Ya udah boleh ya.
Benny's adventure team, assemble!
Ini kesalahan tadi soalnya. Lewati. Oke. Ini gitu guys. Kita taruh di sini aja. Woi, mulai dong, mulai gak apa.
By royal decree.
Terus kita taruh di sini.
Animal test 6308. Oz, reveal thyself. Absorption test. Ha!
Belingan. Apa ini? Ya itulah punya. Biar atas.
Oz, reveal thyself.
Bantu. Fuck off. No.
Stand clear. Animal test 6308.
Get out of here! Out of the way! Off we go!
Oz, reveal thy absorption test.
Gak boleh dulu. Shit. Oh gitu caranya. Oke. Tower defense. Ya pokoknya seperti itu ya guys ya. Ya Allah, udah 1,5 jam. Dapat apa ini? Udah gitu doang. Dapat apa nih? Oh nyoba dulu tadi gitu. Ya nyoba. Cuma nyoba doang. Enggak berkurang dan enggak bertambah. Oke, ya. Aku pingin ini. Nggak bisa ya. Oke, masih nunggu 3 hari lagi. Ini quest, available quest, mechanic tools. Yang terakhir Xiao kita tukarin 1000 piece talisman. Oke. Oke, itu aja untuk hari ini. Terima kasih sudah menonton dan sekian. Selamat menjalankan